Howdy friendos, my name is Stuart, and we actually have a sponsor for this episode. Our friends over at Gooey Cube are launching a Kickstarter next week for their adventure boxes and campaign setting. Those adventure boxes are nothing like I've ever seen. They come with a ton of stuff, including everything you see here, and they will totally make your life as a GM easier while they make the game more interesting for your players. The Kickstarter will be going live November 10th. Be sure to head on over to their page and click Notify Me at launch, and then later in the month we'll talk more about their stuff as their Kickstarter launches. See you then!
Kono Bangumi, Wagorin no Stupansa, no Tekyu, Day, oh god, okay Yurishi Masu. Nailed it.
Yeah, let's go.
She looks at Al, who's in metal and doesn't talking about. All right, are we watching? I mean, this is the amphitheater, or we could watch it somewhere else.
Watch it in the built-in cinema that we obviously have.
Do we?
Oh, that's this. She presses a button on the wall, and the lights go out, and a giant screen descends from the ceiling.
There we go.
Watashi quickly hands you the DVD, poofs away into a ninja poof, and has ninja snacks in the front row, and is just kicking her feet excitedly.
Can I ask what ninja snacks are?
Ninja snacks, Jello. She just pops them out, and they're like
chocolate logs and gummy shuriken.
You nailed it.
I like your poofing ability.
Well, thank you.
I like to imagine that just genetically, when she just different places, the little bit of smoke that can hit you, like for just a second, you could feel how puffy it is.
It's consistent with a Phoenica hug.
With those two bonding a little bit over Full Metal Alchemist, Lydic just says, "We should probably go, guys." And Jill says, "This way," and begins to lead you outside the mansion.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Are you okay?
Scarlett was like, I'm watching Full Metal Alchemist, do you mind?
You guys head outside, and Jill says to Lavi, "You should probably meet Mr. Felicity."
I should?
God.
Yeah, he's an interesting person. He fought in... Actually, you know what? Why don't you just take my word for it? Here. Jill then begins to walk you to the back, and you see...
Damn, nice backyard.
This man is 100% topless. He's doing some kind of martial art in his yard, which appears to be some kind of training field for Pokemon fighting or something. And at first it's weird because there's no possible way the sun could be behind him as he's doing this, and yet it seems to be. They've got some kind of large energy source just off to the north where you can't see it, and it's just blinding. It must be there for aesthetic.
Whoa. Lavi's kind of just sort of admiring his martial arts. Whoa. Who's that? Jill, who's that guy?
That's Mr. Felicity. He
has fought in every Pokemon war that it is physically possible for him to have fought in, if that's a thing that happens in this world.
That is totally a thing that happens.
Unfortunate.
So I figured you might want to meet one of the greatest fighters of all time. Go ahead. She kind of
Do I?
juts you forward.
Hi.
Like it takes. Oh, this is a big field.
You might want to go closer. She says, not raising her voice even a little bit.
This guy sees Lavi coming and like stops mid pose. Hello. I looks him up and down.
Lavi's eyes are just so big and just like watery and sparkly and just like.
Oh yeah, this man's form is glistening.
Oh, he is totally just like, this is like he's aura sensing and he is just like being totally just bathed in aura that is just immense pressure. And he's just like, whoa.
Forget Phoenica, this guy's my new love interest.
You hear Jill like say to the girls, I think Lavi discovered something in himself this day. Sorry, Luna.
Hello, can I help you?
Dude, you look so strong.
Yes, I like to think I am. Why are you at my house? I don't mean to be rude, it's just every day you see strangers in pajamas in your backyard.
I don't know, something about Watashi is a granddaughter and she wanted to, and now they're watching anime, but dude, your aura is immense.
I don't understand half the words you just said, but thank you very much. Hang on a moment. He puts a hand on your shoulder and just like, kind of like,
Oh my god.
listen to that.
That's Lavi.
There's so much latent power in you, it's leaking out like a tea kettle. Son, would you do me the honor of sparring with me?
I would love to spar with you, sir.
Alright, well, what was that noise?
Lavi, jumping back.
Sounded like he jumped and then like as he hit the ground his legs both broke. This is my fighting style. Ow, my
Broken leg jutsu.
No one should ever heard.
Have you seen Kung Pao? My nuts to your fist style.
Yeah.
Alright, well, before we begin, any combatant here has to wear the proper uniform. He indicates that you should take your top off.
Sure, no worries. Lavi immediately removes his top, showing his own muscular form.
Excellent. We don't need to roll for anything, but I assume they do like a back and forth.
Sure. What you could do if you want, you could just roll d20s and then like mock something out to each other. That's typically what we do between PvP stuff.
Okay, yeah, I'll just do one.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty middling. He doesn't want to go too hard on this pajama kid who wandered into his yard. Might be a local, might kill him. Oh!
Mr. Felicity charges forward with a
Kiss. No, I'm kidding. I was picturing very anime style, lots and lots of punches blocking each other with like every time they impact, there's a little like boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, I like that. Just like...
like in the between the girls and Lydic, you guys are witnessing this, and once in a while you feel like the force of like the small sonic boom like hit you in the chest, catching your breath a little bit. This is clearly just a masculine, like it's that's literally what it is.
Yeah, like they run towards each other and like they just vanish, and like every now and again you just sort of see like a boom and a crater appears like here, and then like the crater here, and then a crater here, and then a crater here.
Simultaneously, in a moment of cinematic parallelism, Watashi is skipping through different scenes in Full Metal Alchemist and gets to the one where Armstrong and Izumi's husband do the.
I was literally just about to say that.
Yeah, I imagine at the end they do that. What's your name, son?
My name's Lavi. Lavi Bloom.
Lavi Bloom. I'll remember that. You can call me Forefather. It's a code name because I don't have a real one anymore.
I found. Wait. Yeah, I have found the perfect song for this encounter. Boom.
Oh boy. Oh, yep, that's what I figured it would be.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's always impressive to meet someone who can actually dish it out with their own human body. Too many trainers these days, they rely only on their Pokemon. But it's not about...
Sucks.
Yes! It's not about using your Pokemon to do your bidding. Your Pokemon is your partner, and you'd better damn well be able to keep up with them on the battlefield.
The whole time he's making that speech, that's all Lavi's doing. Big wide mouth and just like...
He sticks his arm forward and slowly shuts Lavi's mouth. I've been deployed to different battlefields a couple times. You know, and you can't bring in any kind of Pokemon because they've got some kind of countermeasure, something that's got a type advantage, you know the business. But you know what doesn't have any kind of type advantage? A human body.
God, yes! I have never had to worry about super effective or not effective when I'm punching something.
Too many people are not effective when they're punching something. I can affect...
Punching is always super effective!
Well, not always. Remember, son. Much like your Pokemon and you need to be two sides of the same coin in a partnership on the battlefield, your brains need to be just as powerful as your brawn. He kind of looks at Lavi and does for a moment be like, oh boy, you have a little way to go in that field, don't you?
I'm not even offended. I'm an idiot. You're so right.
And you know what? The first step to becoming smart is knowing that you're an idiot. That means there's room to improve.
Yes, father!
I take it you were the one who threw my wife clear above the tree line a few minutes ago.
And I wasn't even trying. I could have totally got her 100 feet if I really put an effort into it.
That's impressive. I haven't seen a man bold and/or stupid enough to throw my wife in years. Would you like to try a special technique with me?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna grab your right shoulder, and you grab mine, and then we're gonna throw each other up into the air simultaneously.
Oh my god.
This will be a disaster.
Roll for it. Roll for it.
Are we
Nat
rolling
one
for it?
Yeah,
again.
let's roll a d20, sure.
Okay. Oh my god, we both...
Laugh so hard.
Oh.
Alright, well, I guess we just clasp each other, crouch, and rocket into the sky. Excellent! We've achieved liftoff. Now I want you to hug me very tightly while I deploy this parachute, or we will die.
Oh my god.
Lavi's like, parachute? Pfft, come on, we can take it!
I see you're a student of the breaking my own legs style. I've never understood that school, but I'd be down to watch a master at work. All right, I'll give it a shot.
Let's do it together!
Roll for landing. Roll for landing.
Oh my
Bad
god.
idea.
Don't break anything.
Hey folks, it's Venti. Most of you know that I'm now in charge of what's left of Team Vision, better known as the Shenana Gang. But did you guys happen to know that you can get posters of the old Team Vision gang at LoadingCrewCrafts.com? There's a digital and physical poster that are both available. Use coupon code SLUSHY for 10% off your total order. But don't forget to pay it forward and help out your local hospitals, soup kitchens, and daycare centers. It's what Chad Dumptruck would have wanted. Miss you, buddy. You eat your vegetables, wear your seatbelts, and listen to your parents. Okay? Okay. And sayonara. Say that one right at least?
This episode is brought to you by the Loading Crew Patreon, where $5 per month gets you access to all of our uncut streams and monthly lore packets. $10 and higher lets you directly affect the stories, with message inserts, naming baddies, and inserting your own NPC. Pledge today.
Are we rolling for landing? Oh my god!
They just land in perfect sync and barrel roll a few times across the ground in opposite directions.
Just this whole area, destroyed. Just a crater, just a pit.
He snaps his fingers and a sand shrew comes out and begins reforming the field. Happens a lot. I see we've kept your friends waiting with our complete and utter nonsense.
I love nonsense!
We know!
You guys,
Lavi offers Forefather the manly handshake of the, again, like Armstrong and Thingy's husband would do, just like, just proper flexing.
Jill gets in front of you guys and says, "Brace for impact."
All right. This is why I don't wear a shirt during training. No point to it.
You guys get
It's a
blown
waste
back.
of money.
You guys get blown back 5 feet from the impact of the two. This wooden house shakes a little bit, and you hear a shriek, and you hear Watashi shout, "The spill!"
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
Oh, crap.
That sounded a little like my wife if she was more high-pitched and way more unlikable.
Jill darts off into the house and disappears from sight.
I should probably go address that. It was nice to meet you, young man. Here,
You too.
take this small badge. It legally means nothing except that you have an iota of my respect, whatever that's worth to you.
An iota sounds like a lot. Thank you.
Oh my
I'm
god.
excited to see what you'll make of yourself, kid.
Lavi just holds this like badge gleam. He's like,
Excuse me, ladies. I've wasted so much of your time.
Can I just say?
Oh
Can
my
I just
God.
say? This whole time I was playing that Alex Louise Armstrong song, and it never sounded out of place at any.
Oh no,
point.
I was too. It was good.
Look at that whole exchange.
Lydic comes up to you guys and says, "Okay, so, thanks a lot." Like, he just kind of says to you.
Oh no, thank you.
He goes, "No, this needed to happen. Watashi's curse, blessing of the Felicity family, they're always destined to do something about the world, and yeah, she seems to be the one that has to do it. You know,
Oh god, we're doomed.
at the very least, she should get to meet her very eccentric family." He just kind of looks off. I
Do you really think she's all that much out of place?
In retrospect, probably not. No.
Yes, this is what I'm thinking.
I never did get to see the handbook. I imagine a few of them were about that eccentric.
Is there anything to go? I mean, yeah, alright.
Essentially, Lydic is saying, so essentially speaking, let's go somewhere like away from here so that Watashi and Jill can have their little meetup. Like, Jill has some ties to the Felicity family I don't understand, and Watashi just needed to meet them. So you guys warp back over to the restaurant. You take your seats. Lydic tells you, "So I've been monitoring the situation from the ship in Empire City for quite some time. Layla is not even a factor anymore. She's actually kind of resigned herself. But I've been working with Watashi for a while, and I've been seeing what she's been doing with Akamoto. Before he left, he asked about star maps and like astrological signs, and I had no idea what he was up to at first until I saw that he met up with you guys and they started asking for personal items. What Akamoto is trying to do, he's trying to form a perfect wish."
Oh.
I
So-
don't understand that concept.
Like
He-
Jirachi kind of thing?
He pulls out his former Team Vision, like, wrist thing. He puts it on the table and out jettisons a star map, and he says exactly. And he starts pointing at it, and he says, in a few months, a Jirachi will land atop of Tyrant Mountain. This Jirachi it's just a standard Jirachi, I believe, but in order to get a true wish out of it, you need to give up some things.
Okay, so he's sacrificing something in order to get a special wish as opposed to just a regular wish, I guess.
Yeah, Jirachi are kind of like the monkey's paw or the monkey's paw of this universe.
Yeah.
He says, essentially, you can get wishes off Jirachi, but they always over. It's always something stupid, like, I wish for... And he's just kind of going off. He's like, I wish for a buffet. And in reality, you get a buffet of hail. It's always something, it's always something like that, you know? So in order to do that, like, in order to get a perfect wish, you need to get there first and sacrifice some things. He had your helmet, which I guess meant a lot to your Lucario.
It did, yeah.
He stopped by the ship a little while ago, and he took something from me, and he took something from Layla too. So he just needs a few more things. I don't know exactly how many, but he's on his way, and it seems like that's what he's after.
Okay, what did he take from you?
I am a birthday gift.
Oh,
Okay.
what a jerk.
What did he take from Layla?
A sewing needle.
Oh, okay.
Scarlet just kind of goes, oh.
So, yeah, they're very close things, but it's strange that he's taking them from certain people. I guess the closest people to him?
Essentially, yeah. I
So
have
we just have to find people that are close to him.
Mm-hmm.
And we can find him. Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't taken anything from Watashi yet, but I'm worried he might try to use Watashi for it.
Oh, like sacrifice Watashi or just get Watashi to help?
Maybe. He says maybe. He's like putting his hand on the table, just kind of scratching his head. Like, his fingers running through his hair. He says, I don't know. That guy's impossible to read. Like, like he's been keeping a close eye on Watashi ever since he found her. Like, you've seen what she's like. None of the other from the Iga clan can even stand her, but he keeps her very close. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
So, like,
Yep.
the hero, like, why would you keep around someone who's supposedly the hero of destiny, you know? The chosen one. He, like, uses air quotes for that. Her family
Yeah,
is cursed to save the world, so with that in mind, like, I'm afraid that's what he's after.
This might mean we might have to like protect Watashi. That way we can see if Akamoto comes after her.
He goes, yeah, I mean, you have a few months. So, like, I've got a tracker on Watashi, and she either doesn't know about it or she doesn't care. I put it on, put it on the kunai. I need to make another one. I'll give her another one later.
Back to the mansion.
Yeah, I'll try that again. But yeah,
Okay.
so if yeah, I'll keep an eye on her so you don't have to. I get it, like I do.
No. I mean, if this is a matter of saving the world, I mean, we should keep an eye on her.
Well, at the very least, saving Watashi. I mean, come on, guys. Like, she's not all
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I want to save Watashi.
Don't you want
Scarlet
to
may
say
not,
Watashi,
but-
Jade?
Scarlet may not like her, but she's not someone that's gonna be like, yeah, she can die, so. So yeah, I suppose we should help. You know, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, there's lots of different legends about the wish, but essentially speaking, that it always, like, for the perfect wish, it always demands sacrifices, and like that word is never good when it comes to Pokemon, you know.
Right.
So, will you help us with that? At the very least, you'll be able to run into Akamoto again. He looks at Lavi and says, "You wanted to talk to him about that burst crystal, right?"
That's right. I do need to see what Akamoto.
So yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
but I'm worried because even if we agree we're going to help, but at this point, I don't think Akamoto's gonna help us, Lavi.
Then I'll make him help us.
Oh, well, okay then, yeah.
I mean, that is an option.
I mean, you might, maybe together, all four of you at once, but one-on-one, I haven't seen you in a while, but...
Also, remember
Yeah, I'm a
what
god now, so.
father said? Like, you gotta strengthen your brain as well as your muscle. We gotta think about this more.
I'll do it. I'll think really hard about it, and then I'll beat him up.
Okay, great.
Good plan there, Lavi Aces.
So yeah, that'd be swell. So I'll give you. He pulls out the map and he's actually, you've got his contact information because you talked to him before. So he sends you all this location on Tyrant Mountain where the Jirachi is supposed to land, and he says Akamoto will definitely be there at that time.
Put the tracker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially,
That's the
I guess
thing, yeah.
that's about it. It's just I don't know Akamoto. He keeps everything to himself. He's got lots of plans, but yeah. I'm just real worried.
Okay, well,
Thank you for letting us know.
yeah, for bringing all that to our attention.
Because,
Yeah.
I guess I have another question.
Mhm.
Can we trust Jill?
I don't know either. She just showed up, and Watashi just rolled with it. Like,
Yeah, I don't really trust her.
yeah,
I mean, I don't either. She's awfully up. We would be able to understand a lot more if she hadn't stopped Watashi from talking
Yeah,
either.
The fact that she's so controlling of Watashi is troubling me, you know?
I mean, she was hired by Forefather, and he's pretty cool. I
What?
trust Forefather.
Wait, Forefather hired her?
Yeah, that's what she said.
that's what Jill said. He reminds
Oh, right.
you. Jill says a lot of things that don't make sense. I don't know where she came from. She just showed up and she called Watashi Sensei, and that was the end of it.
Maybe we should put a tracker on her too.
I tried. I found it later on a Toxapex, the bottom of the ocean. I don't even know how she got to it. She's never encountered a Toxapex. I checked her Pokedex. It's weird.
Alright, well, it seems like the plan is we gotta wait it out, but we might need to befriend Watashi, because if she's trusting Jill too much, and there gets a situation where she goes with them, you know? If we can convince her otherwise, you know. I mean, we are friends with her, but maybe we could be a bit more...
He goes, you don't have to. He's like, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Okay.